Okay, check it out. Here's two of my Landcruisers. And I just want to share an experience I had with BAT, which is bringatrailer.com. So I've been watching them a couple years, and pretty cool place that you can sell, a unique, older sports car, SUV. They got Range Rovers, Jaguars, Porsches, you name it. So pretty cool. Always seems they have about 100 running live auctions. But they have reserve prices. So here's how they work, and here's what I experienced. So I wanted to post the FJ62, so that dark gray here in front. And then I was going to post my red FJ40 maybe in 3 or 4 months. I have a couple other Landcruisers, so thinning the herd. Anyhow, I posted first on Craigslist, literally just a couple days ago. And I got so many hits, people wanting, can I see the truck? And oh my God, and I don't have enough money, what you're asking. So I said, wait a minute, maybe I should post this on Bring a Trailer. So I paused my ad on Craigslist because of the high demand, and I submitted through Bring a Trailer's website, because they don't give you a phone number. You got to do it online through a submission. So I took a video, I put, which I did a really cool video on this on my YouTube channel that you can check here. What else did I do? I took like 300 pictures. So I submitted it, I got my Carfax, because this vehicle has 160,000 original miles. It's a 1989 FJ62, and these should go somewhere in the 30s, approximately. Some go 20s, some go 50s, depends. Some have like a V8. I saw one go for 80. I saw one go for 39 about a week ago before I reached, submitted to Bring a Trailer, that had the same miles as me, actually a little bit more, and white. And it didn't have the old man emu or the bigger tires. Those are Mickey Thompson, so that's a value add. Oh, plus original wheels too. And that Confer, roof rack and all. So this one, ARB bar in front, it's got, thousands of dollars of extras on it. And California its whole life. One owner, 30 years. So 31 years actually. So anyway, so I submit it to them thinking, all right, let's start the bid at 29, or not start the bid, but put my reserve for 29. So just so everybody knows how that auction site works, you have a buyer and you have a seller. So as the seller, it's best for the seller. You pay 99 bucks to post your vehicle. That's it. The buyer pays 5% of that final bid price. So if a vehicle sells for 30,000 bucks, that's right, BAT gets 1,500 bucks from those people. And then they say, hey, buyer, seller, here's each other's information. They release it, figure it out. So they don't even get involved in any third party of the transaction, any of the funds or title. No, they are completely at arm's length. They're out of the picture once they get their 5%, and then buyer, seller figure it out. So imagine a car selling for 100 grand, and they do 5 grand. But actually that's where that caps. I think there's a cap of 5% up to 5,000 bucks. So, but most cars are going, in the 20 to 40 range, like Camaros, Jaguars, Land Rovers, you name it, and Landcruisers. All right, so back to me. So I post and I pay 99 bucks. So you're allowed to tell them what you would like the reserve to be. They can refuse you. So I said, I think 29 grand would be good. I don't want to sell it for less. I already had a buyer from that Craigslist ad, by the way, that was willing to jump on a flight and pay me, so come from out of state and pay $26,500 for this truck, amongst like 6 or 7 other requests. So I mentioned this to them because you can put it in your notes in your submission, along with a couple hundred pictures, my video, all the good stuff. Title, you have to give them a copy of your title, so you can't sell a vehicle that's not registered in your name, of course. So they got back to me. It took a week or 5 days, to like so many business days, because I submitted on the weekend. And they said, cool FJ. Well, tell you what, would you consider reducing your reserve? Interesting. We have some other FJs that have sold for less than what you want your reserve to be. And I studied everything on their site, right? They show archives going back a few months of what vehicles have sold for. And I was like, wait a minute, you mean those and they gave me links. Those Landcruisers that had 260,000 miles on them, I have 100,000 miles less. What, those Landcruisers out of some in the Salt Belt? This is California its whole life. Like, what are you talking about? But I quickly realized that Bring a Trailer, their goal is not to get your 99 bucks. That just covers administration fees. Bring a Trailer wants the 5%. And if they feel your reserve is too high, they don't want to risk not making that money. They want your car to sell because that pads their bank account. I get it, total business decision. But I also explained to them, I said, hey, because they want to know if you posted it anywhere before. So I did tell them, yes, I did. I posted it on Craigslist, and I got a lot of interest within just 72 hours, and I took it off. And I have a guy that wants to pay me $26,500. So then I said, well, then let's just put the reserve at $27,000 because I've got a bird in the hand at $26,500. So I wait a day, they don't get back, and I have this guy saying, hey, what about the truck? And I wait another day. I'm like, what's going on? So I email them again saying, hey, I have another FJ40. Actually, not that one. It's one up here that I would like to sell on Bring a Trailer at one point. And this thing is probably a $60,000 FJ40 with a V8 Vortec and all that good stuff. So I said, hey, I have another vehicle that I'd like to sell on your guys' site. Besides this, perhaps in March, in a few months from now. And also, I have someone that's going to bid at least up to $26,500 because he wants this truck. So let's do $27,000. So I wait for them to get back. And then finally someone says, hey, I don't think you're getting our messages. You have to log into your listing and go look at the blog. So it's like, what? Your first response was through email. Then after that, it's on your blog. So that was kind of odd. But so I read it, and they said, well, we think you should revisit your offer of $26,500 and maybe contact us in the future when we have a better fit. So really, they don't want to take this truck. Again, I figure because they want the lowest reserve possible. So they might get you out of your comfort zone of what you want to sell your car for. And if it's a slow time, near the holidays, or bad economic times, or who knows, right? Your vehicle, if you go too low in your reserve, you're going to get burned. But does Bring a Trailer get burned? No. 5% times an extra $3,000, they don't care for $150. They want to make their $1,500 to $2,000, and you'll take the hit. So in my opinion, Bring a Trailer, I don't know. And then I did notice one other thing in their contract. They said if the bid does not meet the reserve, they reserve the right to make up the difference. So if you have a friend bid on your vehicle, so it's real close, and you're off by $300, they might say, oh, we'll give up $300 of our commission. There you go. And then what? Your friend's committed to buy your vehicle? I don't think so, because again, Bring a Trailer. Bring a Trailer will hit that seller and say, pay us the 5%, the difference of that, the $300 they made up, and the rest of the 5%. So I'm disappointed. So Bring a Trailer, here's one FJ that's not going to make it onto your site. And who knows, hopefully I helped educate some people out there that are looking at Bring a Trailer and might give it second thought. Maybe I visit I Hate Mud, or the guy I talked to, he's pretty darn cool, out of Austin, Texas. He's got 2 girls just like I do. I think I'll sell the truck to him. It's going into good hands. And for him, he saves that 5% seller fee that Bring a Trailer would have charged. Anyways, thanks for listening. Good luck selling your vehicle, and just be aware with Bring a Trailer.